Hi there, RJ. Welcome to the Green Room. I'm Zach Wofford. I'm going to ask you some questions for this new series we're going to be doing. The first one, because I've always wanted to ask my dad this, because he's a harmonica player, why harmonica? A lot of people think it's like a toy, but it's clearly not.
Yeah, I've been at it so long that I can't really remember the exact reason why. But an older brother of mine presented me with one. That's right, my older brother had like some harps, and I got into his stuff, and I think that's what intrigued me as I just started picking up some of his that he had at the house. And then, But yeah.
My earliest memory of it was just Dad driving around town, just playing while driving with his knees. The most dangerous thing you could imagine. But I guess that's how he practiced. That was his zen spot.
It's a common harmonica practicing thing, driving and playing.
Yeah, I guess so. When did you know you were good?
Well, I still got a long way to go, but I don't know. I started playing probably professionally, and then I guess, maybe that's where that would answer that question.
Yeah.
18, 19 years old after, several years of being pretty serious at
Yeah.
it.
All right. So you played with a lot of famous people, a lot of blues musicians. Who's the craziest or the most profound you've ever experienced?
Well, as far as a road story?
Yeah, something like that.
There's quite a few stories. Mine I can't remember and all, but one that I'll never forget is on the way to a gig being held up and fleeing the guy with the pistol and him shooting at me twice. So surviving that and here to tell about it, I guess that's one that I never forget.
Live to blow another harp.
Yeah.
All right, so you're about to play at WarrensRecRoom. It's not hyper crazy, but it is. It's a nice place, but what's the craziest place you've ever played? The most, I don't know.
Well, again, I don't know if there's a number one. But,
yeah.
I can recall playing in some caves, these big, giant, man-made sandstone caves along the Mississippi River up in St. Paul, and I was with a couple of older blues guys, Mojo Buford and Sonny Rhodes, and this was a big, elaborate Halloween thing. These guys had a big stage built way back in these caves. They were man-made. They used them to store $1 million boats and stuff in there, so they were totally safe.
Yeah.
But the old country blues guys that I was with, they showed up and they're like, "We ain't going in there, no way." So they had to move to put on the show. They wouldn't go deep into those caverns, so they had to move the whole production towards the entrance.
That sounds really cool.
But I remember
in a cave.
for years after that, the equipment that I was using that night, fine sand. The sand just was in everything. But that's one of them. Tables, caves, nudist camps.
Sweet gig. So you live in Arkansas, but you're not originally from here, right? Why Arkansas?
Well, I've been coming to Northwest Arkansas since the early 80s because my oldest brother has raised generations up in Eureka Springs. One of his daughters is a school teacher up there, and I've been coming to visit him for many years, and I'm from Minnesota, and my wife and I lived many years in California, and when we decided it was time to get out of California, we just decided to come here because it's in between her family and relatives we have in Texas, people we still have in Minnesota, and now I got quite a bit of family that's in Eureka Springs, Arkansas. So.
Is it a good blues location?
It's a great location. This is. I've come from real large populaces, so as far as I'm used to a little bit more as far as the amount of venues, but of course I'm used to living in a place that's populated with millions of people.
Yeah.
But that being said, the music scene here for the amount of people and everything is pretty fantastic.
Sweet.
Yeah, absolutely.
And last thing, I noticed on your tour you're going to go to Finland.
Coming in this October.
Yeah. Is that just part of your tour? Do you do that regularly, or?
Yeah, I mean, I've been
It's
playing.
pretty interesting.
I play all over. So next
Yeah.
next out of country tour is Finnish dates.
Do they really like you there? Are you popular to the Finnish folk?
Yeah, I mean, I've been touring. I got like 5 records on a German record label since early '90s, and a pretty prolific, European record label, and that really established me in a market and touring in Europe. So, they're ticketed shows over there. I mean, they're usually small theaters or festivals, or it's good. I mean, Europe is a real good blues market. I mean,
All right, that's about it. You can play something and look cool for a second.
Yeah. Keep that on the interview.
Yeah. Yeah.
Looking
It's a
forward to
little taste for the concert.